Hey everyone, it's Alyce. It's September 3rd, 2011. 8 days, 9/11, 10 years later. Ugh, we'll talk about that when we get there. I left my house today, and so many funny things happened. Now, the reason I'm doing my blog tonight, it's like, I don't know, 8 o'clock at night, and I know I look like it's like 2 in the morning, but for me, 8 o'clock is like 2 in the morning. So I was ready to go to bed. That's why I look like this. And then I decided I don't want to forget a couple of the funny things that happened. I'm going to rattle them off real quick. Um, Went to Borders. If you watch my vlog at all, you know Borders is where I shit. With my daughter, I walk in and I tell you, my stomach starts feeling all weird and gross. By the time we're in the children's section, which doesn't even exist because it's so jacked up, everything's everywhere, I start to fart. Like, not where I can even squeeze my cheeks as hard as I can with like the force that I have, which is nothing. And it's still going, and my daughter is moving slowly away from me. Now, I'm not an idiot, right? So I bring her closer to me because she's 9. I'm like, I'm not going to say her name, but I'm like, baby A, don't do that. She's like, Ma, it was you. I'm like, baby A. So anyway, Borders only has restrooms for employees because regular people don't shit. My understanding was when they had drinks there, they had to have a bathroom because if you have a certain number of tables, I think you have to have a bathroom. That's why Chinese restaurants have like 9 seats, right? Because if they had 10 seats in their restaurant, they'd have to have a bathroom. So that's why they have 9. So you always have to go with that number of people. This time, the bathroom for employees only didn't have like an entry where you could sneak through. It was like blocked. So I'm like, we gotta go to Starbucks next door. So she's like, well, we'll just check out, Mama. I'm like, check out, leave that damn thing on the floor, and we're out of here. So we go to Starbucks. I take a beautiful, beautiful cleansing colon cleanse shit. She's in the bathroom with me. She can't leave because the door won't lock. It's like a single stall. She's like, Mom, I gotta get out of here. I'm like, just don't open your nose hole and you'll be fine. So she's complaining. She peed after me. It was so stinky she wouldn't even sit on the seat, like afraid that the shit monster was going to come up and grab her, pull her into the toilet. We leave. We go back to Borders. I feel a lot better. And then we're going to go on our next errand. I don't remember where it was. And I need to pee. So I go in. I order drinks from my girl, Heather. Love you. And then I go pee with my daughter A, and she's like, Mom, it still stinks in here from you. This is like 40 minutes later. So then we're waiting online. This probably isn't even funny to you. But anyway, then we're waiting online, explaining the story to Heather about what happened. Da, da, da. She thought I was able to use the bathroom in Borders and then finds out that I used the bathroom in her store. Oh, it's freaking hilarious. Okay, so that was the 3.5 minute story. But let me tell you, the more I smelled up my aisle, which is now way more open, so people are walking around, the more I laughed, the more I put pressure, I guess, on my bowels or whatever. Okay. So the next thing is, I know that everybody thinks I'm a genius. I know, because I pretend that I know things. I don't know nothing about nothing. Case in point, my husband and I were watching the movie The Conspirator, which is about the people that conspired with John Wilkes Booth to kill Abraham Lincoln. Okay. Oh, I agreed. I was like, great, this sounds great. I need me, Mom, I'm ready to shoot myself in the head. Lincoln gets shot in the Ford Theater. During the movie, they carry him outside, and they're all carrying him. And I look at my husband, and I'm like, wouldn't it be faster to take a car wherever they're going? And he looks at me and just looks away, thinking she is this much of an idiot. So I said, I don't understand. So then he goes on to explain how where they were, Ford Theater, they just took him to some guy's house across the street. Still thinking, why wouldn't they take him to the freaking hospital and take this guy could be a freaking plumber, right? He could fix horse, whatever he does. So then I'm like, yeah, but why didn't they just take him by car? And he's like, the car wasn't invented. Okay? Car was not invented yet. You need to never tell anybody this happened. Oh God, I'm smart. Can't keep the fact in my head. So today is the last story. Oh my God, it's already 5.5 minutes. My mom and I get out of the house alone, which is rare. My in-laws are here, whatever. So there's people that stay with the baby and the older kids and whatever. I swear, we got in the car, the minivan, and we were like, we start laughing at nothing. So many funny things happened. I don't even, I'm just gonna tell one. This is, okay, this might not be funny to you, but the other day, my husband and I were driving. It was really early in the morning. We're going to the city. And I'm like, oh, look, the sun is over there. And he said, right, it's always to your east. And I'm like, yeah, but what if I'm standing over there? Right? Like all the way on the other side of the sun and facing the other way. Again, that's serious. You are such a fucking idiot face that I get a lot. It's like, you know, whatever. Chicken in the sea. I didn't know it was tuna fish, like Jessica Simpson. So anyway, so he's explaining how the sun is always in the east and it sets in the west. And then, you know, the typical Chicago people, they're like, oh, well, when you get downtown, just go towards the lake. All right, well, fuckface, how do I know where the lake is unless I can see it? I'm standing on Smith, Jones, and Carpenter Street, right? And you want me to look? Oh, excuse me, sir. You need to look over your head. Is the lake down the street? So anyway, I might tell the story tomorrow because it's long. It's about my GPS, which I bought. It's like this fat. All right, it's like that fat. You know how the new ones are sleek, and you got to make sure your car is locked. Well, I can leave my car open. I could have a damn convertible minivan, and nobody's gonna steal my thing that hasn't been updated. It doesn't even know major highways. It doesn't even know that the car wasn't invented yet when Lincoln was assassinated. That's how old it is. Anyway, my sense of direction is terrible. Terrible, 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 terrible. It's like every place I go is always new to me. And so when we were leaving the mall, my neighborhood mall, right? And I don't know whether to make a left or right when I'm leaving the mall to go home. So I look at my mother, I'm like, well, everybody else is going right. Let's go right. Not that I know them or they're going to my house. Anyway, I knew as I turned and she said, what does the lady say? When possible, make a legal U-turn. Okay, listen. I've been driving for 40 years. 30 years? 30 years. I don't think I've ever made a legal U-turn. Right? Every U-turn I've made is because I'm fucked and I don't know where I am. So I gotta swing around. My family actually has a name for when you are lost. You don't know where the hell you are and you gotta do a swing around. The world is a U-turn, right? Let's talk about that. Anyway, I want to tell you the rest of the story about the GPS tomorrow if I remember it, because it was so damn funny. Oh, God, I actually almost peed in my pants. But I didn't. But I'm considering wearing Depends so I can. You know, other than the smelly shit, which I have anyway, right, from my gas, I think it's just all convenient. I don't know. I'm going to think about it. Anyway. See how much better I am? I left the house. Things are funny outside. Not funny inside. Love ya. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's try it again. Things are funny outside. Not funny inside. Love ya.